imoo, fabulous brand. Why do we like imoo? Because it's absolutely freaking amazing. Let's be honest. imoo have got some fantastic early Christmas deals on here. Time to bag yourself a early Black Friday deal. You got massive discounts. 23% off our Z1 watch. I'm not sure why we picked 23, but it's a great number, I'm sure, and I'm sure it's lucky. There we go. Maybe it's lucky for you. We also got 20% off our Z7 today, and also 15% off our Z3. We'll go through all the watches, we'll talk about them, and you'll see why they are totally amazing kids' watches and why you need to own one. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good day wherever you may be in the world watching us. If you've woken up to me, congratulations. If you're going to bed to me, sweet dreams. But either way, we're going to talk about some great kids' watches. So we're going to kick it off in a minute. Just a bit of backstory. Hi, I'm Dean. We're live to you today from the great imoo product base here, and we're going to talk about imoo. So imoo, again, great watches. They've been around since 2012. That is when the concept started. We had a guy called Mr. Kimmy. Mr. Kimmy, our legendary CEO guy, basically encountered a problem when he was on a trip. So he wanted to come up with a watch that was going to be great and lovable for children, that kept them safe and independent at the same time. But, he didn't just launch it like that, because obviously we all know there's plenty of Android watches that you can just buy off the shelf. But this is not just your typical Android watch. What they've done here is they did 3 years of R&D, go-to-market verification, and sort of market surveying. So they launched it in 2015. So they didn't just rush it to market. And now, obviously 2015 was 10 years ago. So they've had a lot of time to perfect these watches. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't got it to my hand at the moment, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that they are in 3 million homes worldwide now. So this is how good their products are. And why are they good? Like I said, it's not just an atypical Android watch. What they've done is they've launched their own Android app as well, alongside the alongside the Apple app as well. So it's fully controlled by the app, where we can do everything. Let me just flip onto the other camera a minute, and you can just see what I mean by this. So, okay, we're just going to flip. Here we go. So as you can see on the app here, everything is controlled. So absolutely everything. You can basically control who is talking to your child, when they're talking. So if they're in class, you can limit to who can actually speak to your kid. And also we've got all sorts of other things here, like we can control what apps are on the watch, we can check their health and the fitness and all the heart rate, mood, and all sorts of other great things. And we can make sure that no one's talking to them that shouldn't be, which is, in this day and age, is really, really important. Okay, so there we go. And also, there we go. Right, yeah, you really are testing my Chinese today. There we go. Right, anyway. So, friends, I'm going to give you a bit of a Cambudong on that one, friend. Anyway, but welcome to us. We're live on this today, and like you see, this has got some great stuff too. So, like I said, unlike your atypical Android watch, which this is not, it has a fully controlled own app, as you can see here. It's called imoo, available on the Apple Store and available on the Google Play Store. So you can download it and can control the watch. Great watches we've got in today as well. Just going to flip back over here so you can see my pretty face. Right, we've got some great discounts here. Run again, like I said, we've got the famous Z1 watch here, 23% off. We've got 20% off on our Z7 and 15% off on our fabulous Z3 as well. Living in our lovely water here with the bubbles is our Z7 watch. Like I said, these watches have been tested to such a degree that I am putting through 160 different tests, okay? And one of them is water submersion. Because let's be honest, kids, as much as we love them, they're going to splash, they're going to get wet, they're going to jump around, they're going to fall over. These watches need to last. You don't want to be buying this for Christmas and by New Year thinking about getting a new one because it broke. What you're buying here is a product that's been tested and been through some very serious durability tests. This watch here, okay, we've only started the live show about less than 5 minutes ago, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to spend the whole 2 hours underwater. And we're going to do some crazy things as well. You're going to see me use my favourite little hammer here. I'm sure someone at imoo cries every time I pull this out. But you're going to see me smash these watches, and you're going to see that they survive every single time. And you're probably thinking, ooh, he's going to hit the watch. No, he's just talking it. How about I'll put my money where my mouth is and I'll hit one right now. Let's do it. Let's get the camera out and you can see me hit a watch. You've got one underwater. And let me put the button. Here we go. Fresh in. Here we go. You can see it's a working watch. Here is my hammer. As you see, it's not an inflatable one. It's not a fake hammer. See, it actually does hammery stuff, okay? So now, I'm sure someone at imoo cries every time I do that. But anyway, yep, I'm nodded out. So someone is crying at imoo. So there we go. We can see, oh no, the watch is off. It's absolutely fine. See, look, it's still on there. Look, I'm even bringing it for a bit of a more close-up. Look at that. Hang on, get my hand into the position right there. Look at that. Wait for the camera to focus. Absolutely fine. Not a scratch, not even a bleed in the screen. So you can see, you can hit. Look at that. See, look. They do some crazy tests with these. I've even seen stuff where they put it in the freezer. I'm not saying you're going to put your child in the freezer, but, you know, you can see that these things are built to last. So what you're buying here is a quality product that is going to survive on your child's wrist, for sure. And going back in here, like I said, we obviously got some other great tests here. We've got the one underwater. And just to put it into context, I'm going to flip back to the camera. Other camera. Right, we're going to call our underwater watch from the app here. As you can see, this app controls everything. So we're going to go on here. This is the Z7 watch, right? And hopefully... Oh, I've called the wrong watch. That's not a good start, Dean, is it? Okay. Let's call the right person. This one's Nina underwater. So let's call Nina. There are there. I don't know if you can hear it ringing. It's ringing, but let's flip the camera. You can see it's lit up under there. Right underwater. We've got an underwater call going on there. Oh, being zoomed in. All right, wow. You can see my grey hair. Okay, here we go. So you can see that this watch can perfectly work underwater. So far, 5 minutes underwater. But I guarantee if you watch this the whole 2 hours, or if you're watching this on playback, skip it to the last few minutes and you'll still see this underwater, okay? Going strong. Anyway, so that, as you can see there, these things are built to last. So then, you know, not only just going to be on your child's wrist for about a week, okay? Because we've all done it. I'm sure you've seen the $10 watch, the $20 watch you can buy, I don't know, on various places on the internet. Like, oh, yeah, that's cool. But a week later, it's in 3 pieces because your child fell over. Or they decide, I'm going to go splashing in some puddles or something silly. And it just gets full of water and then it just doesn't work anymore. No, this thing here is absolutely amazing to the point, as you can see, this will spend the whole 2 hours underwater. And a second ago, you saw me hit it with a hammer. These things have got, like I said, 160 durability tests. So what we got here, like I said, today we got the early Black Friday sale in progress. So you can see these amazing discounts. We've got, like I said, 23% off the Z1. This is the Z1 watch here. Quick one there. So look at that. That's absolutely fab. We'll give you a quick close-up under the camera so you can see that. Oh, yeah, that's Z1. Look at that. It does come in 2 lovely colours. So do not worry. You're not having to buy a pink one. Either we also have it in a beautiful, I'd say that's green. I'm sure maybe it's got a lovely technical term like, I don't know, ocean green or something. Because that's the way we work in this world, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the 2 watches here. You can see, there we are. Everything you use on these is fully in your control. The apps, the whole lot. Even the SIM card in the back there. So you can literally pick your own service provider and pop it in there. No problem at all. So this is the Z1 today, friends. This one has got the wicked... Let me get my finger in the right place. 23% off. So you can get a wicked discount on that one. So do not miss the chance. Like I said, you've got both colours there, and it said, like, you know, and one of the good things is you can see from the app behind here, you're not just limited to one watch. So if you've got multiple children in your care, you can switch between these watches so easily. And we've all got all sorts of great reporting as well. I mean, we've got location tracking as well, so you can see where the children are and all that kind of stuff. The satellite system on this is really good. In ideal conditions, it can bring it down to about 10 meters. So, and we're using various satellite technologies as well, so do not worry whereabouts in the world you are. We're using stuff like GPS, we're using Beidou, we're using GLONASS, and we're also using QZSS as well, along with Galileo. Basically, the best accuracy will come down to about 10 meters in the best conditions. So we've got all sorts of great stuff. Unfortunately, we've not been very active on live show for the last couple of days, but as you can see here, it does keep a history of where your child has been. And there's all sorts of other great settings that you can do there. You can basically check the past history, and you can also set up all sorts of other great things as well, like to set warnings if they're leaving somewhere when they shouldn't be, like the house during the certain times, which is great. Why do we like this watch? Because it's got full control over it. The idea behind it is that children can maintain their independence and gain independence by going to school and going to you know, this local shop and maybe walking home without having to, you know, be fully relied on, you know, and checked on all the time. So you can check on them and they can build that independence. What's also great about it is you can basically fully set who is in communication with your child at any time, which is also very, very important. I believe this is Emily's watch. Let's just check. I'm going to check about the right one. Because you can send, there we go, boom, you can see message straight through to Emily there as well. So really easy to set who's in control of, you know, who's who's allowed to talk to your child and when. And obviously then the child can communicate back to you as well. All of them have a camera, so you can video call the watch and have a chat with the child as well. And, you know, like I said, you can set up group chats and all sorts of other stuff as well. And again, there's ways to set up, you know, times for it to turn on and off automatically. So if you know, for example, by, let's say, 8:30 at night, they're going to be going to bed, you can set the watch to turn itself off and then come back to life at 7 o'clock in the morning, conserving battery power, because you know at that kind of time of day they will be in bed. Again, we've got class mode and stuff like that, so you can again set who's able to contact them during class. So maybe you can just set yourself. The app will also let you know when the watch is going flat, so you can set it up for charging. And charging, such an easy process on these watches as well. All it is a USB cable on the back here with a magnetic charger. So again, really easy to pop onto charge. So literally pop straight onto the back like that, and away you go. It should come up charging in a second if I've done that right, or if I plugged it in. Yes, I have plugged it in. Right, there we go. So a second ago, I haven't plugged it in. So it's really easy to take up and charge. So again, if you're traveling, it's not like you're going to be taking massive amounts of cables with you either, or any weird plugs. Again, friends, this is the Z1 watch today. We've got the 23% discount on there as well. So don't miss the chance and grab one in our live show, as it is part of our Christmas Magic Live as part of our early Black Friday sale from imoo. So make sure you get your chance to get one of these. Like I said, Z1 available in the two colours. We've got the green one and we've also got the pink one as well. So depending on what you want as well. Remember, the app is available on both app stores. So you can get it for your Google Play Store, or you can get it for the Apple iStore as well. So Apple iPhone as well. So there's no problems at all. You can easily download and install it. Multiple watch support there as well, and also we've got lots of other great things like, you know, health management that you'd expect. So you can check the kids' body temperature. So if they're like prone to fevers and stuff like that, heart rate, mood. At the moment, there's not a risk. So you can't see the blood oxygen levels, but there are some really good things there as well. Like I said, friends, this is our Z1 watch there as well. This one here is splash resistant. It probably won't survive in the tube like this one here is at the moment, but again, great watch for, you know, just €99 there with the 23% off here right in our live show. So friends, as you are just joining us, welcome to our live show. We're imoo, and we have got some fantastic kids watches in here today, so check these out. We have got these Z1s. They are absolutely amazing. Like I said, splash resistant, 23% off there, as you can see on the screen. I will put my finger in the wrong place there. So make sure you grab one in the shopping cart there, and make sure you get that chance to get this amazing discount. Like I said, fully app controlled there, so nice and easy to do. Also, we've got in our live show today, we've got some other watches as well. We're going to have a quick look at Z3 next. So have a look at Z3, because we'll see, we haven't got Z1. Our Z3 watches. Got a Z3 there. Let's have a look. Put this one back on here a minute. The Z. Okay, so we got the this is the fantastic Z3 watch there on there. So I'm going to pop it under the camera again. Hope this is on. Okay, that's cool. Let's open it up and let's have a look. Right, let's go on to the watch. There we are. So this is our Z3 one. A quick reminder again, friends. This one's got a 15% discount on it today, so don't miss the chance on that one. Again, as part of our early Black Friday sale. So great chance to grab yourself a Christmas bargain. Again, these watches are fantastic and will survive my hammer test. I will hit it with a hammer again soon, and I will make someone at imoo probably cry. So there we go. But the point is, these are good to roll. Like you can see here, friends, obviously great little interfaces there as well. So you've got all the options on here. You know, for talking with family, events. Again, really easy control. You've got the time on the front there as well. SIM card in the back. Again, fully your decision on who you wish to link it with. So, yeah, you can do that, no problem at all. So, okay, friends, so let's have a look. On here, we've got the app. Let's see if I can call this one. Can I call this one? Is this Leo?
No, they use the...
It's the other phone. It's the other phone. Yep, sorry, there we go. It's on the other phone. Thank you for my reminder. Okay, so let's switch phones. There we go. So let's go this forward. It should hopefully light up in a second. There we go. It's really, really good there. This one, nice little system. So we'll answer the call. And let's turn the sound off in a minute. Okay, so we're going to turn the sound off. You can see there's got a really flattering image of me there. Like, hey, I'm in front of a green screen. Whoopsie. There we go. So you can see it's got a nice little one there, so you can have a conversation with the child. So we'll swap it around so you can see it from the other way. There we go. And you got, so at the bottom here, we've got the map of where I am. So you can say, hey, I'm on a live show. I've got a green screen behind me. Hey, there we are. And this whole time through the conversation, you can see we've got the map at the bottom here. So while I'm talking to you, you can see exactly where I am, which is also really important. So, you know, all that kind of thing. So, yeah. So, Heidi, there we go. So, it's really simple to have a call. I can end the call on the watch. There we go. Boom. So, really nice and simple there. You've got the full location history as well. And if we've got it in the right place, we should be able to send a message as well. So, let's send a message. So, there we go. Hang on, let's put it back into a normal language. What are you doing? Okay, boom. That's a question that every parent asks, isn't it? Let's be honest. What are you doing? Right, there we are. Who are you with? Yeah, no, not eat. I'm definitely not eating them, that's for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, there we are. So yeah, it's really, if we open the message up, we can do all sorts of stuff here. So we can hold to talk. Let's do that. I'm with a strange guy on a live show. There we go. And it's come up on the here. So let's just turn the volume up. I hope we can hear it.
I'm with a strange guy on a live show.
There we go. So see, you can send a voice note back. So you don't have to worry about them trying to tap on the screen there to basically reply to you. They can just voice note you back. And you can voice note them too. I hope he's got lots of good chocolate. There we are. So we go on the watch here. We can open it up again.
It's got lots of good chocolate.
There you go. So it's really easy to communicate. We're not necessarily just relying on text messaging, because if they're maybe too young and their reading skills aren't there yet, and we're not trying to like get fiddly. You know, let's be honest, texting on a watch is is a nightmare at the best of times. So this is where this comes in really helpful. So you've got the full control over everything you are doing on this watch. So this is the Z3 again, friends. It is available in other colours. It's not just available in pink. We have it in a lovely blue as well there. So you've got the two options there. You can definitely grab one. And charging, again, so simple. Uses the magnetic charger on the back there. So really easy to put back onto charge. So again, you're not carrying around weird chargers. It's just one magnetic charger with a USB on the end there. And boom, away you go. Look at that. If I turn it over, it is charging. There we go. Nice and easy. So no problems at all there. Again, it's got the full features on there. It's got this one again is liquid resistant as well, so it will survive that. And as I promised you earlier, it is kiddie proof. Okay, imoo go through so many tests with these devices to make sure it's going to survive in the children's environment. Because let's be honest with you, as much as we love kids, they fall over, they get into like boisterous little episodes, things get wet, things get broken. This watch you're going to buy is going to last you past New Year for absolutely sure. It's not going to be like one of those $10 watches that you may have bought online that's running Android and is very simple. No, this has got its own system on it as well, and it will survive. I'm going to do something now that probably will make someone at imoo cry, but it just proves how good these watches are. So this is my hammer. See, it's a proper hammer. It does do stuff. Right, as you can see here, one day I'm going to hit the phone by accident. That's not going to be good. You can see that the watch is absolutely fine. So, hang on, I'll get my hand in the right place, Dean. There we are. See, look at that. Not even a mark, yeah? So imoo pride themselves by going through 160 durability tests on their watches. So these watches are built to last. And quick reminders also, friends, that if you do get the watch and you've got multiple children, it can deal with multiple watches. So you can add additional watches into your family group. So you are not just limited if you've only got one child. These are absolutely awesome for this. And also the beauty of this is, maybe your child's at that age, you don't really want to give them a phone. And not only that, is phones can get lost. This is going to be strapped to their wrist. So as it's on their wrist, it is so much easier to see where they are and what they're doing. So this is a really good alternative for this. Okay, so yeah, this one here, again, quick reminder, friends, it is our fantastic Z5 watch today, and it has got 15% off there. So don't miss the chance there. Grab one you can. Available in the two colours as well. And it's got the camera and the video calling on there, as you've seen as well. So it is really good along with the GPS tracking. So definitely something that you want to be cooking up and getting in your basket for this early Christmas Magic Live, as Black Friday is coming. So get your chance there while it's an early bird price there. So love it, enjoy it, and get it in your basket. Okay, so that one here again is our fabulous Z3. Now we're going to go on and have a look at our fabulous Z7. We've got the Z7 watch up next. Let's have a look at that one, because again, it's another watch that's going to be going through some serious stuff. So let's flip back over. So yeah, friends, just a quick reminder, we are here from imoo, and we have got some fantastic stuff for this Christmas early bird Magic Live. It's magical. Right, so we've got the Z1 23% off here as well. We've got the Z7 with 20% off, and we've got the Z3 with 15% off. We've already spoken about the Z1 and the Z3. In a minute, we're going to talk about the Z7 and what a great watch that is. Because at the moment, it's been live in our water tube here for the last 20 minutes and is going strong in here. So in a minute, we'll have a quick chat about the Z7, and you can see how good a watch this is and what he is so amazing. Okay, friends, quick reminder, imoo, been in the watch game now for over 10 years. They launched their first watch in 2015 after 2 years of market research. We started the market research in 2015, did surveying and chatted with general parents. The beauty of this was all came down originally to our founder, who basically was on a business trip back in 2013 and 2012, and he was looking to find a product for his son. Went through a whole bunch of stores, couldn't find something that was absolutely ideal for what he wanted. So he was an electronics engineer and a parent. Put the two together, the magic happened, okay? So Mr. Gimme and his other team members basically, I'm sure, had a strokey beard meeting and basically thought, right, what can we do about this? And they established the imoo brand. So they spent a fair few years on market research, R&D, go-to-market verification, and all sorts of stuff. And the first generation of the watch was launched in 2015. And I'm sure someone can correct me on this later, that these are now used in 3 million homes worldwide. So again, it is a great brand, warmly adored by kids, and letting parents basically think of imoo as a great device to look after their children and give their children some independence. So the whole idea in this day and age we live in now, that obviously children are open to so many more threats and all that kind of thing. And we're a bit beyond the days like in the late 80s and 90s where we would say, hey, Mum, I'll be home by 5:30. And then, 5:30 would come and then you'd rock home 30 minutes late and your parents would be like, where are you? We got a bit more tech these days than, basically payphones. So what we got now is these watches are ideal because they're not mobile phones. It allows the child to not take a mobile phone and be a child. The watches stay on their wrist, so they're not going to leave the phone somewhere, in a park or on a bus or anything silly like that, or let it drop out of their bag. Sometimes children are too young for phones. Let's be honest about it. And this ideal here is basically that they can be kept safe because you can control who they're talking to. This is not just some off-the-shelf Android watch that's basically giving a tough rating. The software inside, it basically is its own ecosystem, which has its own own app to control it with. It's available on the Apple Store and available from Google Play. So you can basically fully control the watch, or watches if you've got a family. So you are in full control, and it allows you to keep track on the child. So you don't necessarily have to keep calling going, where are you? Right? Or anything like that. So you have full control over it, even down to the SIM card. So you can just check where they are, you can send them a message, and you can give them a video call should you need to. So, again, that is a bit of background on the brand. Like I said, been around for 10 years with actual product, been in the game now for about 13 years. What we've also got today is a mega Christmas Magic Live. It's magical. Okay, imoo here again. A quick reminder, 23% off Z1. We've had a look at the Z5 a moment ago. That has got a wicked 15% off there as well, and we've got 20% off on the Z7. We're going to show Z7 in a second here. It has been going strong in our water tube now for about 25 minutes, so we've been going really cool there. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at Z7. Let's switch phones, and you can see why this is just an amazing little watch. Right, where's my Z7 gone? Where's my Z7? There we go, there's my Z7. Down the camera, we're going to swap cameras and we'll have a quick look. Right, this is the Z7. Well, so the Z7 is going strong. We're just going to quickly flip back a second. One sec. Z7 is also going quite strong in here as well. So it's absolutely fab. You can see that it is a great watch that has been submerged in water now for 25 minutes, okay? And I'm going to give it a quick call from the app, and you can basically be like, hey, what's going on? Where are you hiding? So this is Nina's watch, and let's give Nina a call. Right, as you can see there, basically it is currently cooling underwater. So going really well there. Again, it's all controlled from the SIM card in the back. The SIM card is also surviving underwater, no problem at all there. So basically we can talk to Nina underwater should we want to. Maybe Nina's having an incredibly long swimming lesson. Like I said to anybody who's watching this, or if you're watching this on live playback, stick with us to the very end because this is gonna stay underwater the whole show, okay? So we've been live now for about 25 minutes. If you want to skip forward an hour and a half, if you're watching this on live playback, then you'll see that this is still going to be underwater and still going strong after so long. So underneath here, we've definitely got ourselves the fantastic watch here. Again, this is going with the live cool. So we've got the blue one on the side here because it does come in 2 colours. But I'm going to end up the call on that one there as well. Poor Nina, definitely having a swimming lesson there as well. So you can see on here, we've got the various options here. You can quickly check. We've got, this is Nina's watch here. So, you know, Nina's watch. So we've got class mode on here again. Class mode, again, great feature. So you can make sure no one bothers them while they're in the middle of class. So you can make sure they're left alone and no one is bothering them. Okay, so and you can set up who is still allowed to bother them too. You can set disabled apps there as well. So if you want to make sure that no one is bothering them at times they shouldn't be, and you can set up how you control all the apps on there. Because yes, they do have some great apps on these devices. I mean, let me just open this one up a minute. I mean, we've got like things like the funny cam and stuff like that. I think we have a picture we took the other day. Let's have a look. And the sticker cam. They are quite fun. So here we are. On this one here again, we've got the flippable camera. This is really good. The reason I like this one, it's got what I would call anti-chin cooling. Okay. And what I mean by that is I'll switch cameras a minute. You'll see what I mean. Okay. So I'm sure you called a child before, and if they've got a watch, you're going to get the "Hi, Mum, hi, Dad" kind of look like this from the chin, and all you're going to see on the phone is the chin. But this one has got the flipper. Okay. So they can flip it up and they can talk to you. Plus, it's got the camera on the back as well. So you can not only talk to them, you can get them to show them where they are. And if they don't want to show you, there's a button on the app to make you do it. So again, really easy for you to be in full control. I'm going to see if I can call this one. Can I call this one? Maybe. No, that's not the watch I thought it was. Right, okay. We've got too many watches here. That's the problem. We'll be okay. Let me try another one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Maybe this is Leo. Let's have a look. No? Okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so the point is we've got basically the flippables here as well. So it flips nice and easy. So we can flip it up and down. Again, they've tested this flip over 100,000 times. So if you're worried, my kid's just going to go click, 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 do not worry. Okay? They've tested this 100,000 times. It's a bit like the hammer test, okay? They are obviously parents themselves and engineers. So they've kind of thought through all those things that kids are likely to do with the watch, okay? So that's why also we've got some great things on here. We can, let's see if I can find it. Hey, just to show you the camera, because I just took a selfie of myself on the camera, on the phone here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there we go. It's maybe not my best picture, but as you can see, the clarity is actually pretty good. There we go. There we are. I don't think that's my next model photo, but there we go. It's not a bad photo. But you can see the camera there is a good camera. It's if I'm correct, it is a 5 megapixel camera on this one. Yeah, so basically the 5 megapixel. Sorry, I'm lying to you actually. Sorry, friends. It's 2 megapixels on the front, 5 megapixels on the back. So for a 2 megapixel picture, that was not bad. I'm gonna do another one. Okay, maybe that's again not my top shot, but for a 2 megapixel camera, you cannot go wrong with that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'll show you the camera on the back as well. Let's just flip it up. Let's have a look. Okay, so we'll take a picture of... Let's see if we can do this like... hang on, I'm going to split cameras. We're going to do this Gen Z style. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, again, maybe not going to be my next model photo, but give me an idea again. That is what the 5 megapixel camera on the back looks like there as well. I look so serious in front of a green screen. Anyway, but anyway, you get the idea there, friends. It's got the camera on there as well. We've also got the fun cameras. So let's have a look on the fun cameras. We've got the sticker cam. Again, you can turn these apps on and off. So if you're a bit worried about the child playing with it when they shouldn't be, you can make sure that they're not playing with things they shouldn't be. So let me just see if we can make ourselves into something interesting. Put Bear in it. And Piggy. Hang on. I can make myself look like a princess. How's that? Okay. Okay, I can hear you saying, let's see what you look like as a princess. I'm going to make a princess photo for you. And a smile. There we go. See, there we go. We've got the sticker camera there, so there we are. It's not again. Maybe that's my Sunday photo. Who knows? There we go. Or Saturday night. But anyway. So there we go. As you can see there, friend, it is. We've got the little sticker camera there, so you get lots of great fun with it. And like I said, in the control panel here, should you need to, and you think that they're not playing as well as they should be, you can set time limits on there, and you can set when they can play with it, or you can just turn it off. So if they've not been behaving themselves, you have full control over all these things. So there we are. So again, you are in full control of this. Like I said, it's not just an Android watch that's been, given a fancy logo and a hard case. It has its own app as well. This app is available on the Apple Store and available on Google Play as well. So you've got full control over the watch. And again, you can add multiple watches should you have multiple members of the family. Like this is the blue watch as well. Quick reminder, the other one here, the pink one, is going strong underwater and has now been for a whole 30 minutes. Yes, so we've had 30 minutes of the watch underwater and it's still going strong. Just going to give it another quick call there so you can just see as well that this watch is fully working. Like I said, it's part of imoo's test there. You can see that definitely lighting up. So, we're going a quick close-up as well, so we're going for the quick zoom. There we are, look at that. It is going really well, right? So that is absolutely fab. You've got the great watch there working perfectly fine underwater. So we're going to end the call there in a minute. We're going to keep this watch underwater for the next hour and a half. So if you are watching the playback, enjoy it, check it out, skip forward, and check it out as well, okay? So here we are. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I promise you another one of our 160 tests, okay? So one of these as well, like I said, it always makes something the brand cry when I pull this out. This is my hammer. And yes, it's a real hammer, okay? I'm not going to put my finger on it because it will hurt. There we go. So we're going to basically show you that this will survive. And why are we doing this? Because you're not going to basically get a hammer to it as a kid. But let's be honest, kids fall over, don't they? You know, and they can sometimes get a bit boisterous or girlstrous or whatever it is, and things happen. imoo have tested this with some crazy stuff. Like I said, we talked about the flip test. We've seen the underwater test that we're doing at the moment. They stuck it in the freezer. I mean, I'm not saying that your kid's going to live in a freezer for a while, but it just proves that these things are built to last. So we're going to hit this now. There we go. Now, shall we see if it works? It does. Look at that. Not even a mark, right? Look at that. So you can bring it into focus there. Look. Not even a mark. That is how good it is. 160 durability tests. So, you know, if your kid's up to something they shouldn't be, it will survive the hammer. That is the key point there. So, absolutely fab, friends. Do not miss the chance there. Grab one of these when you get the chance, because at the moment we've got a massive discount on them today. As you can see on here, we have got the Z7 here with the 20% off there. So definitely get it. Like I said, it's available in the pink and the blue, depending on what colour you want to buy. Again, quick reminders on a quick speccey on it. We've got a 220 by 240 pixel resolution on there. It's a TFT screen at 1.3 inches. Cameras on the front are 2 megapixels. The rear one is 5 megapixels. This flipping, like I said, has been tested for 100,000 flips. So if you're worried that your kid is going to have too much fun flipping it, do not worry. Okay, the strap on this one, again, great strap. It is a 2-color TPU soft rubber strap that is designed to satisfy children's kind of habits and these kind of colourful things that they love. The basically the double row of holes here has been help airflow and heat dissipation, and the best part of the texture design on this, it has passed an ROHS and a REACH certification. So it's skin friendly and child safe materials is the key thing, and it has a yeah, I love saying that, WEE environmental protection rating as well. So it all is very good. SIM card slot on the back here. You are in full control of what SIM card you put in the back of this, so you can choose which provider you want to use. Many providers have been tested in throughout the world. You will be absolutely fine on that as well too there. So yeah, we got, like I said, we talked about the video camera and all that kind of thing. It is a great little device. So again, like a reminder, you've got the location tracking on the phone there, so you can always check where the kid is and where the kid has been. We've got other great stuff like the health apps as well, so you can check how the health is being, if whether the child's getting too hot. Let's be honest, kids get fevers, that happens quite quickly, but you see you've got the temperature there as well, got the heart rate as well, and how their mood. Oh, it's not showing the graph today. Okay, maybe not been active enough. Maybe let's have a look yesterday. There we go. There are the mood line there. So it's got, obviously with big data now, we can check all these sorts of things. It's great. So you can see here we got all these health options as well, and that is why this is a great watch for as part of our Black Friday early bird sale on our Christmas Magic Live. Again, 20% off there. So make sure you grab it where you can, friends. So check it out there. Friends, this is the Z7 watch. It is our flagship product with 20% off today. Again, this is the blue one, and the pink one is going strong in the water tube there. And just again, another one, because I love doing this. Just going to get another quick call. There we go. 35 minutes underwater, and it is going strong. Right, friends, what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick reminder on this one. This is the Christmas Magic Live. We are imoo, and we've got some great kids watches. They have been on discount today as part of our early bird Black Friday sale, so grab a bargain while you can. We've got various models on discount here, depending on what you want. We've got the Z1 here with 23% off. We've got the Z7 with 20% off. And we've got the Z5 here with 15% off there. So grab it while you can. Right, friends, I'm going to run a quick video for you in a minute, and we'll be back in a few minutes. And we'll probably have a quick chat about Z1. So enjoy these messages. Right, so there we go. As you saw, we got some great stuff there. Again, friends, if you're just joining us, hello and welcome. We are imoo, and we have some great kids' watches on sale today as part of our Black Friday Early Bird Christmas Magic Live. Woo! Anyway, yeah. Okay, so friends, what we got here? Oh, and my watch is moving. Okay, see, there we are. My watch is so excited it wants to actually be sent away. There we go. Right, so we're imoo, friends, and we've got some great watches. Just a quick reminder of the discount so we can go straight into it. We've got the Z1, which we're going to be talking about in a moment. That has got 23% off today. We've also got the Z7 with the 20% off and 15% off the Z3. So, friends, who are imoo and what do they do? Well, imoo, great product, great brand. They basically started making watch 10 years ago, but it all happened with a eureka moment back in 2012. Mr. Kinney was a father who met a problem when he was on a business trip, and he wanted to find a gift for his son. So he basically was trying to think of a brand of a watch or something that his son would be able to enjoy and love. But he couldn't find one. So as an electronics engineer, it occurred to him to, why not create a product, you know? And obviously, he thought, well, maybe I might be onto something. So he had a few friends that were also engineers, and they were all also parents. So they started on a process of market surveying, R&D, and go-to-market verification. And then within a matter of a few 3 years, the first generation imoo watch was born in 2015. So that was 10 years ago. And I'm pretty sure from some data I saw somewhere that these are now used by 3 million families worldwide, which is incredible. And the whole idea behind this watch, it isn't just an Android watch off the shelf that's got an app on it. No, this has got its own system. So therefore it is controlled by an Apple iPhone or anything running Android, because you can get the app from either store. Just quick flash over to the other camera and you see what I mean. So this one here, again, you can see the app is on the phone. This is an Apple iPhone. So you'll see on the back there, see? Again, and it's got its own little app. So it is fully its own ecosystem, which means, unlike an Android watch, you are in full control of who is talking to your child, which in this day and age is so important. And when. So if they're in class, you know they're in class, but safe, but no one can bother them, okay? And if it's outside of class time, and maybe you want a sibling to talk to them, or, you know, one of their little friends that also uses the same brand, you can set that up. This is why this is absolutely awesome as a kids product. Also, friends, we not only that, imoo have gone into some serious product testing with this. Okay, we're not just talking that a watch that you're going to buy for Christmas and then by New Year you're going to be replacing because they're broken. No, as parents, they thought about this. You want to see what kids get up to. This is the Z7 watch, and we will talk about it later on. But it has currently been underwater now for 40 minutes, and it will stay underwater for the next hour and 20 minutes of our live show, okay? And it's working perfectly fine. We also have some great tests involving hammers, which we'll see live, and that basically proving that no matter what your kid may get up to, whether it's getting wet or being boisterous or just falling over, because kids fall over, this watch will survive. I mean, if you check it out, imoo have done some crazy tests on it, like putting it in freezers and stuff. I mean, I'm not sure you're saying your child's going to go in a freezer, but they have really pushed the point that this watch is built to last. So what you're buying is a high quality product with its own system to basically keep your child safe and be fun for children at the same time. Because there's some like great little cameras on there that they can play with stickers and all that kind of thing. Right, I can promise you, we are going to talk about Z1. Z1 is on discount today and it's got the 23% off and it comes in 2 colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch cameras on it and we're going to look at Z1, which is these 2 beautiful watches here. So we're going to put it under the other camera, and here we go. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so we got this is the Z1 watch here. We got this available in the pink and in the green. The green one, if I'm right, doesn't have a SIM card in it, so we're going to focus on this one. Quick reminder, friends: SIM card goes in the back there, and you are in full control over who you choose to use it. You're not limited to any particular provider. Again, we'll survive the hammer test. Okay, we will do a proper hammer test later on. But yeah, so let's just have a quick one as well. I believe this is Emily's watch as well. I'm going to check. I'm going to hey. Oh, hang on. I'm not in buttons, right? Boom. It's also quite good. But let's be honest, right? Texting back from a watch is an absolute nightmare, even as an adult. I mean, I can't even do it, So what you can do is you can literally hold down the button here. Oh, hang on 2 seconds. I've got mine doing a weird angle. So literally hold down. Oh, I'm. Hi, Mum. How are you? What are you doing? I'm playing with the camera. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Straight through in a matter of seconds. Oh, hang on. I should turn the volume up and you can hear it. My fingers have just turned the phone off. Oh, no, wait. Okay. 1 second. Let me just turn the phone up. There we go. Right. So you can see this is so easy. There you go. Okay. So it is really easy. And if you don't want to send a text message back, you can send a message too. Oh, that's fun. Great. Thank you for telling me. Miss you. Lots and lots. All right. So give it a second. Ding. There we go. It's appeared on the watch. We can see the voice message. Yeah, so, again, and no, that is if you want to give her a quick video call, we can do that. Let's go. But actually, I don't think we've got to set up a video call. Hang on 1 sec. Let me try this another way. Yeah, so there we are. It's super easy to keep in touch with the child as well. And what I like about this is it's got the tracking. So you can see where they are at any time. So if the message says, Mum, I'm at the shopping mall, and they're really at, Uncle Dave's house, and we don't really like Uncle Dave, it is so easy to check out on there as well. Plus, it's got location history, so we can check out where they've been. We've got the history there. Unfortunately, as we've not been live the last couple of days, it's not really showing much, but the point is it's all kept in the phone as well. So, and we've also got health information as well. We've got kids' body temperature is normal. So again, if we're a bit worried about them being feverish or anything like that, because let's be honest with you, kids get fevers really easily and the temperature changes so fast. Got heart rate there as well, and showing the kid is in a good mood. Gotta love the AI data these days and all that kind of stuff. They were looking at that. So, we've got the whole thing there as well. So we've got all the big data. And we've also got the blood oxygen level. But unfortunately, that one's not on a wrist at the moment, so we can't see that. So we've got all these cool features. Plus, we can control everything on the watch, okay? So going from the top here, we've got class mode, which is super important, so you can control who is talking to your child when they're in class and who is allowed to talk to them. Again, we can sort out which apps they're allowed to use and when. So if you want them to make sure they can only send messages at certain times or restrict who they can be speaking to. You can do that. And we've also got the whether you want to use the funny cam. So this way you can put it into more of a serious mode if they've not been behaving, or you can have fun with it. Again, all the options here as well, all these bits and pieces that you can control from here. Like I said, it is a dedicated app which gives you full control of the system. Again, you've got chat management, so you can check who they're chatting to and who's allowed to talk to them. Then we've got the fitness and health, which we spoke about a minute ago, the historical tracking data, and we've also got things like Find My Watch, and you can control the wallpaper. So to be very honest there, if you really want to, you can have fun with your child, just send a picture of yourself and set as their wallpaper if they've been acting up. Maybe you can put a little face. But again, all this stuff is fully controlled from this app. And again, on the watch here, we've got lots of great things that the kid can do. Let's come out of this one second. So on here, we've got, let's bring it in for a bit easier to see. So we've got the family chat at the top there as well. And if you scroll down, we've got add friends, so you can make friends on there as well. That is the chat options. Hang on one second, let's click up. There we go. 1 second. So we've got the chat here. We've also got step counters, like most things have these days. We've also got, the camera, the album, alarm clock. We've got shape to add, messaging, dialing. We've got a stopwatch, because let's be honest, stopwatches are cool as you're a kid because you want to check how fast you've been running and all that kind of thing. So again, it's a nice little watch there as well. Again, fully controlled by a SIM card in the back there that you can choose. Again, super easy to charge as well. Uses a standard USB cable with the magnetic end on the end there, so it literally can just be popped on charge, super easy like that. Let me just turn it over, and you can see it is charging. That's a super easy device to get going. Right, that's why we like it. It's really good. Nice straps on there as well, and it comes, like I said, in the two colours. We've got this available in the green and in the pink. And remember, friends, today it has 23% off as part of our Christmas Magical Live. Good Friday Black Sale there. Our early Black Friday sale. Right. So yeah, there we go, friends. These are what is available, and that's what you're going to get. This is our Z1 watch. Again, really good little watch there. Again, splash resistant. Not as strong as our Z7. The Z7, quick flip over, is going strong in here. It's been in here now, getting close to about 50 minutes, okay? So we've had this in here for quite a while. And it's going to stay in here until the end of the live show. Okay, so back over to our Z1s here. These are the Z1s. Again, all our watches have been through some serious durability tests, and like I always say to anybody, I'm sure imoo is going to cry when I do this, but you can see this is my hammer, and this is my watch, and you can see it still works. Okay, I'm not saying your kid's going to take a hammer to the watch, but the point is, it just shows how durable these things are. And again, kids fall over, don't they? They smack things, they fall into tables, walls, floors. It's not going to break. This is not going to be like, one of those $10, $20 watches that you've seen online, or 10 euros, 20 euros, pounds, whatever your currency may be. But you get the point. We all have seen those watches online. They run Android, and, you're buying this for Christmas, by New Year, you're buying a new one because it just did not work out. So this has been built with kids in mind. Like I said, imoo have been doing this for 10 years now. Obviously, the concept stage started 13 years ago, but they've been building watches for 10 years. So really, really good stuff here. So like I said, this is the Z1 today, friends. Make sure you grab up that discount with the 23% off there. You've got 23% off and a great chance to grab one of these watches. Like I said, fully its own independent app that is available on the Apple iTunes Store and is also available in Google Play there. So you can grab it, control it. Fully its own system. We're not just like running Android here with some funky, splash screen or something like that. As I said, it is its own ecosystem. So really thought about here. So friends, this is the Z1 watch, again available in those two colours as well. But friends, we've also got other watches as well. Like I said, quickly introducing here, we've got, like I said, the Z1 here has got the 23% off. We've got 20% off the Z7. That is the one that's going strong underwater here for 50 minutes now. And we've got 15% off on the Z3 model, which we're going to have a look at in a second. Do not worry. So that was, he said, these are the Z1s. They are great ones. They've got, like I said, the camera on the front there as well. So just grab one while you can, whilst they've got this early bird Black Friday discount there, because it is an amazing discount that you don't want to miss out on for sure. Right, so quick reminder as we're talking about this. Who are imoo? Maybe we don't know. Let's talk about it. imoo was founded back in 2012 by a wonderful gentleman called Mr. Kimmy. And Mr. Kimmy was not just a millionaire CEO, no. He was a father that was basically an engineer. He was an electronics engineer that basically saw a problem in the market. In this day and age, We've got so many great devices, but not much for kids in this space. So he wanted to create a product that children would love and that parents would love too, because it ticks those boxes of being able to keep an eye on your child and also giving their own independence. You know, as children want to be able to explore and gain independence. And sadly, with the world we live in today, we want to know where they are, but we also want them to grow their own independence as well. And that's what this watch does. By having its own system that you can track them to see wherever they are. It's got tracking down to 10 meters of accuracy in ideal conditions and uses multiple satellite systems as well. We've got GPS, GLONASS, Beidou, QZSS and Galileo's all in these as well. So it allows it to get down to about 10 meters of accuracy, which is pretty cool, okay? Especially in the Z7 model, which is really, really decent. But the whole idea behind it is that you can check where your kid is or where they have been, which is really, really cool. And again, through the system here, you can control who is talking to your child as well. That's why this system is super good. And the other thing that is really awesome is got health monitoring and all sorts of other great stuff. And it's got, you know, durability tests on it. And literally, as you just saw a moment ago with the Z1 when I hit it with a hammer, and we've got the Z7 submerged underwater here. It's giving you the ideal chances to keep an eye on your child without being super intrusive. And when you need to be, you can call them, which is really cool. Right, so that one here, again, like I said, we'll talk about the Z1. We're going to have a look at the Z3 now, friends. Z3, again, another great watch here, coming in at a wicked discount of 15% off there. These, again, coming available in the two colours as well. They are great watches. Yep. So let's get under the camera and have a quick look. Z3s. Yeah. Right, so we've got the Z3 let's get under the camera. I'm going to switch phones. I believe the Z3 is on the other phone. So here we are. This is the Z3 watch again. Another little great watch we got from imoo. This one here again is good because I've got the discount on it today, so don't miss the chance on there. We've got this available with 15% off there. So we've got this here as well, absolutely fab. This is the Z3. Again, we've got the full app management on here. Again, its own independent dedicated app there. Also available on the Google Play Store, so you're not just limited to the Apple iOS. So this one here, so we can see, look, we can control absolutely everything. So I'm going to try something. That's for fun. I'm going to take a picture of myself a minute. Right, so let's try this. I've just taken a photo of myself. And now, if I'm right, confirm, tap to synchronize, sync to the phone. In a minute, this should become the background if I'm lucky. Let's have a look. Give it a second. Oh, we've got no SIM card in it today. Oh. Okay, might have to come back to that idea. But then we can see we've got all these sorts of options on here as well. Lovely system, very easy to touchscreen control. Supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all those sort of things. You can play music and, you know, step counters and all those sorts of things. So it is a really good little bit of tech. But can I call it? Let's try. There we go. Yep, so we go. So there we go. It's nice and easy. You can put a call through the watch. Just do that. So it's really super easy as well. So this is what I like about it. You can see on here, you've got my lovely face and we're having a conversation with the watch. So it is super easy to video call. And what's also cool, let me just swap with you. As you as the parent, you can see at the bottom here, hang on, let's put it in a better position. You can see at the bottom here that it's got live location tracking. So if you basically, you don't even need to ask where the kid is, okay? You basically can check and say, hey, how you doing? And you know they're at home, or they're still at school, or they're on the way home, you know? So it's got that vital bit of information at the bottom here which you can fully control, which is really cool. So, and not only that is if you need to basically swap the camera or make the camera smaller, you can do all sorts of these things. So it's really kind of cool. So you can like show, hey, look, I'm in my studio today. So there we are. The kid can see that they're in the studio. So we just flip it over. So you've got full control over everything. So there we are. Let's pop that in. So you can see that all sorts of good stuff. So it's really easy for you to stay in full control of what is going on. So that is why we like this. Again, friend, this is the Z3 model we're currently showing. It's got 15% off there today. So make sure you grab yourself a great chance to pick this wonderful product up, okay? It's available in multiple colors. Again, the SIM card on the back here is basically your decision. You can choose which SIM card goes in the back there. But I'm just going to end the call in a minute. We're going to say bye-bye. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't hang that call up very well. There we go. Okay, there we go. And the call is over. So you can see here it's got all these fantastic options in here, which give you full control over everything, okay? And got a lovely little interface there. Beautiful straps in these, again, TPU straps there. Again, designed not to irritate children's skin. Lovely holes in there to let the skin breathe as well. So this is why this watch is totally fantastic. And see on here, I think someone's been taking pictures. You can see, look, great fun. Anyway, so yeah, you can see lots of great little things there too. So I'm sure someone's been adoring this watch there and loving it too. This is why these watches are good. Also, super easy to charge. Standard USB cable with a magnetic charger around there. So you can actually pop that on the back like so, and boom, on top. We're charging. Simple. Super easy. The app can support multiple watches, so if you have multiple children within your care, it is super easy for you to add in extra watches. So you can push the button there and all that kind of thing. Super easy to control. So we've got all these sorts of things as well. Again, various options in the watch. So you've got class mode, which is super important, which means you can control who is allowed to disturb your child during class, okay, and who your child is allowed to contact. Maybe it's just you. That's really super cool. We've also got here sleep mode, and we've also got apps disabled. You can control when they're allowed to send messages and who to, and who they're allowed to video call and all that kind of stuff. So it is super in your control. This is not just an Android watch with some just skin on top of it. It has its own fully controlled app there and its own ecosystem. So it is super awesome when it comes to that as well. So we also got security guard and then reject unknown calls. And also what's cool here is it will show you who has been trying to contact your child directly as well. So all sorts of really great safety features here. Schedule power on and off can be really cool as well, because you can save the battery. If you know your child is going to be in bed by 8 o'clock every night, you can schedule it to switch off and then power back up at 7 o'clock in the morning, ready for when they go to school. So all sorts of good things as well. And there we are, and all sorts of other great things as well. So you can check out all these little bits too. So it's really simple. Plus there's its own little app store where it's got its own approved apps which you can put onto the device. I think the Wi-Fi is going a bit slow there, but no, nope, I hit the wrong button there. So send in a second. Boom. But like I say earlier, sometimes sending messages is a bit more troublesome, because let's be honest, trying to text back from a watch is not the easiest of things. So let's send a message. Hey, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, so we've got the voice message. See, there we are. Got a good speaker on it. So we can send a message back. I'm doing a children's watch live show showing people great discounts. And this is my new super cool Z3 watch. And today it has 15% off. See, really super quick as well.
Children's watch live show showing people great discounts. And this is my new super cool Z3 watch. And today it has 15% off.
Now, you see, that is how simple it is. Super easy to control. And this one here, again, is splash resistant as well, and it will resist the hammer test. And you're probably thinking, yeah, it's a real hammer. Why have I got a hammer? Why do you think? Let's be honest with you, as much as we love children, they fall over, they bump into things, and stuff happens. So, what I'm going to do here, we've got the hammer. Look at that. I'm sure somebody imoo cries every time I do that. But you get the point is the watch still works. So the child falls over, or anything happens, this is not a watch you're going to buy and then it's going to fall apart a week later. It's been given some proper durability tests. So you can see, I'll just light the screen back up. There we go. It is fully okay. Look at that. Again, really good little watch this as well. Love them. And that's why we have got a great discount on them today. 15% off here on the Z3 watch. Again, got the front-facing camera there as well. SIM card in the back there. You choose which provider you're going to use. So you are in full control of what you are doing, which is really awesome. Right, friends, that was the Z3. And in a second, we're going to have a look at the watch. So let's flip back over. Hello, right. So we've had this underwater now in 1 minute, would have been for 1 hour. If you don't believe me, go right back to the beginning of the live. Okay? So it's been under here now for 1 hour. So this watch in the system is called Nina's, okay? And I think Nina, poor Nina, is probably having a really good swimming lesson. But this one here It's been going strong now. This is the control phone. Also, we talked about the control phone. I'm going to quickly call it, and you're going to see it light up. There we go. Look at that. Underwater now for just shy of an hour. Literally seconds under an hour. And it is going strong. Really cool. So this is the Z7 watch, friends. This is one of the creme de la creme best watches we've got on at the moment. And today has a great 20% discount. There we are. This is Z7. And Z7 doesn't just come in pink. It also comes in a really nice blue as well. So we've got the blue watch as well. We'll put this under the camera in a minute and you can see us go through all the tests. And yes, I will hit it with a hammer again. My true hammer, okay? Not an inflatable one. So, yeah, okay, friends. So this is what we got today. This is the Z7 watch. I only swap phones because it's controlled by a different phone. Let's get the right phone. There we go. All right, pop it under. So here we go. One day I'm accidentally hit the phone. That's not going to be good for me, I'm sure. But anyway, let's have a quick look under the camera. Here we go. This is the fantastic Z7. Can I call this one? I always forget. That's not the watch I thought it was. Right, okay, but anyway. So this one here is the fantastic Z7 watch here, friends. Again, lots of great stuff on it. Again, got some good things for children to play with, so it can also be a watch they play with as well. What I'm going to do, actually, maybe we'll send Nina a quick message underwater. I'm not sure we're going to see it, actually. Let's just try this. We'll just try this. Right, I'm going to send a message, hopefully. It'll ping up. Maybe it's just too dark. Okay, maybe it's just too dark to see that. Poor Nina's watch. Anyway, but yeah, again, it is a great watch that you can use for all sorts of things. Got the full chat features on here as well. Remember, friends, it is its own dedicated app, which can be used on iPhones. It is available on the Apple Store and also available on the Google Play Store. So it is its own dedicated app there, not just some Android skin running on a watch. So this is why this is absolutely awesome. Again, we've got all the various apps on here as well. Okay, my German is not very strong today, but anyway, let's go back that way. So I think maybe put the watch in English later. Okay, so you can see here we've got all sorts of things. So we've got oh, we're not linked to it, that's why. Right, okay, so let's get straight into here. Let's play with the sticker camera. This is great fun. So as you can see on here, we've got the sticker camera. We've got lots of different settings for the kids to play with. Let's try the mouse. Turn myself into a mouse. Let's do that. Okay, let's make a picture. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's got all sorts of stuff. I think, to be honest with you, I think maybe making myself a Disney princess is probably the better option. But I can't do that one. Okay, let's try this. Let's get this on here. Let's change my look. I'll make myself a Disney princess again because I know you all want to see that. Let's do that. There we go. You see, look. So there are some fun elements to this as well. So the child is not limited to. Get my hand in the right place, people. There we go. Look at that. Okay, it's maybe not the most flattering picture of me, but you get the point there. It is a great little watch as well. What's also cool about this is the watch flips up. This has been tested 100,000 times. So do not worry. If you think, oh my goodness, my child is going to sit there and just go flickety flick, flickety flick. They've tested it 100,000 times. You know, it goes back to the durability test carried out at imoo. Just to run through that again. Remember, we've got one going live at the moment. 1 hour, 5 minutes underwater almost, okay? This is doing pretty good. And it will stay underwater probably until the end of the show. So if you want to jump forward about 50 minutes, you'll still see it there. And it will still be working, okay? I'm not saying you should. It will be, because I know it will. That's how well they've tested it. Right, back under here as well. We've got this watch. Again, like I said, the flip test, 100,000 flips. The cameras on this one, we've got the 2 megapixels on the front. And on the back, we also do have a 5 megapixel camera, which is great because if you want to basically know where the kid is or get the kid to show you, you can do that. Plus, from the app in the phone, you can force it in the video call to switch cameras. So if they don't want to show you, you can make them show you, which is also quite important. So again, all our watches here, they have the location tracking, so you can see where the child is, which has got some great technology in it. These watches do not only just use one satellite standard, they use multiple. We've got this with running GPS, we've got it running GLONASS, we've got it running Beidou, we've got it running, oh gosh, what's the name of it now? We've also got it running, I've got the name of it now, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, so basically it's running multiple satellite systems there to check out the location and can get the accuracy down into 10 meters, which is really, Really awesome. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's Beidou, QZSS, and Galileo, as long as GLONASS and GPS. So multiple systems, all within 10 meters. And from the app here, we've got the historical tracking, so you can check where they've been in the last 14 days. We've got fitness on here as well, because obviously fitness is important in this day and age. So you can check the kind of activity. Unfortunately, poor Nina's been sat in the tube. Okay, mostly sat in the tube. Sat in the tube. Okay, so that's why we've got no activity there. But the point is, we've got all that information. Mood tracking, so you can check the mood and all the health data as well. Health data includes body temperature, mood, heart rate, and blood oxygen level. So there's some good stuff in this system. And like I said, you've got all the tracking on there as well. And we can check multiple watches. So you can check where all the children are that are in your care. So you're not just limited to one watch. Like I said, for instance, the Z7 we've got on here at the moment, this is available in pink and blue. Quick reminder of the pricing. We've got the Z1 on discount today at 23%. We've got the Z3 on discount at 15%. And this one on screen at the moment is the Z7 with the 20% off there, okay? Again, great little watch there. Lots of good stuff in this watch here. So also, just a quick reminder on here, we've got the dual cameras, like I said, the 2 megapixel on the front and the 5 megapixel on the back there. So it is a dual camera and it is on its own flip there. Really good stuff, okay? Again, we've also got the water resistance rating on here. It is definitely IPX8 swimming resistance. To be fair, like I said, that's bubbled water and that has been going strong now for an hour and 5 minutes. So check it out there. It is a really good little watch there. We've also made sure the microphone's gone through 160 quality tests on the Z7. The microphone is top quality. The microphone basically is top-notch, nano, water-resistant, and sound permeable. Basically, the membrane for it is made in the United States, so it can not only block water, but it also allows sound to go through in calls, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, we've also cooperated with the suppliers of Apple. So, and obviously Apple Watches, they make some fantastic stuff when it comes to water resistance, to be honest. So, all these stuff go through 100 stringent quality tests and make sure they are airtight and great for multiple use there, okay? So, all sorts of things there. Basically, the Z7 has passed over 160 tests there, and you can see it is a really good watch there. Let me just open up the menu again so you have a quick look. So we've got all these great little things that kids can play with too. Durable battery life, the self-developed ultra-low battery consumption of a 740 milliamp battery can comprehensively endure up to 100 hours of standby time, which is pretty cool. Privacy and security as well. In the day and age we live in, you've seen that on this, the app is fully secure, giving you the peace of mind who is talking to your child. You control when and what apps they're allowed to use. But beyond that, let's be honest about it. It is fully compliant with GDPR, which is under the certification of the ePrivacy Seal certificate and the ePrivacy app. All data is secured locally with bank-grade encryption on the storage there. So imoo has the best practices when it comes to data encryption too. So we've got lots of all that kind of stuff. Like I said, so you're not only buying a watch that is durable, you're buying a watch that is safe in multiple ways. So that is really super important there, okay? So do not miss a chance and get yourself this wicked discount right here. Get my finger in the right place, team. On our early bird Black Friday Christmas Magical Live for 20% off on the Z7. Yeah, but also we've got other discounts as well. The Z1 at 23% off and the Z3 at the 15% off. So don't miss the chance on that as well. So we've all some really good stuff on our live show today as part of the early bird live there. So do not miss the chance. Obviously, it is not a heavy watch. It's 65 grams. So again, that's not that heavy. Let's be very honest. And it comes in the 2 colours. We've got the pink in here as well. And under the camera here, quickly, we have got the blue one. So there is multiple colours as well. So definitely check it out. So that was definitely one to check it out there. Like I said, it's got the cameras on there as well. IPX resistance there as well. I'm just going to give one a couple of final tests. We've seen the flip test. Obviously, the flip test again. 100,000 flip tests. Got the camera built in. Water test is still going strong. Come up to an hour and 10 minutes. And let's do one of my favourite tests, the hammer test. It's a hammer, and you're going to see it work. Right, so here's the hammer. Okay, I gave too much vibration. I just knocked the microphone off the table. 1 second. Hello. Right, okay, so microphone's back on the table. And I'm not sure if you heard that, but we'll just do it again. Yeah. It's a proper hammer, okay? There we are. One day I'm going to break the desk, I swear. Okay, so as you see there, it is been hammered. Let me just wake it back up. Look at that. Not a mark on it, and the screen is absolutely fine. What's the point of this test? Well, let's be very honest, yeah? Kids fall over. you know, they bash into things, they get boisterous, and you know, all sorts of things. The thing is, this just proves what you're paying for here is a watch that is going to last. So, you know, drop it, all sorts of stuff. Again, absolutely fine. So let me get my hand back in camera. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely fine. Again, also these watches super easy to charge. Well, they come with a magnetic charger, USB on one end there, and again, super easy to pop onto charge there. So again, really easy to charge on these. You can put the charger on the side. That's the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, that one. That's what I said. I picked up the wrong charger. That is why I've got the wrong charger. Okay, so super easy to charge. Look at that. It comes with its own little charger. Boom. Straight in. And as you'll see on the screen, plugged in. Maybe not plugged in. Oh, yeah, that's why. Human error, friends. Human error. Look at that. So there's just proof the other end is USB. So let's just do that again and you'll see what I mean. Right, so let me plug in the correct charger. There we go, and we should see the magic happening. There, boom. Magic happens when you plug stuff in, doesn't it? Right, there we go. Right, so friends, this is the Z7 watch there. It is on a discount today. Like I said, you've got the wicked discount there. Do not miss out on it whilst it is in our live show there. We've got the 20% off there. Going strong in the tube here is wonderful Nina's watch. We're going to make one final call again before we switch to something else. And you can see that it is going strong in the tube there. Lighting up perfectly fine. This tube's got water in it. It's got bubbles in it. See, look, there is definitely a in there. No trickery. And it's been going strong now for an hour and 10 minutes. If you're not sure, skip forward if you're watching some playback to in about 50 minutes time, where I guarantee you it still will be in there and still going strong. Friends, remember, we are imoo. We make great kids watches. We've been doing this for 10 years now, and we have got some fantastic products. We have got with our Christmas Magical Live here, and we have all these great discounts. So make sure you grab one of these today. 23% off our Z1 watch, which is these. We've got the fantastic Z5, which we've got 15% off on the Z7 here, which has got the amazing discount of 20% there. And it is one of our great models there, friends. Friends, I'm going to play a quick video, and we'll be back again very shortly, and we'll have a little chat about Z1. We're back. Hi, friends. Okay, welcome to the imoo Christmas Magical Live Show. We've got some great early bird Black Friday deals. We've got the fantastic, would you believe it or not, Z1 watch there with 23% off. We've also got the Z7, which we'll talk about a moment ago, which is underwater here, still going strong, with the 20% off, and we've got 15% off our Z3 model as well. So, friends, we are live to you today, and we've got some great stuff. And you're probably thinking, who's imoo? But let's talk about that first. imoo has been around now in the market for 10 years since they've been making product, but it was all conceived back in 2012 when Mr. Kimmy was on a business trip. And he wasn't just a CEO, no, he was an electrical engineer that had a problem. He wanted something for his son, and he couldn't find it. So he had his own little eureka moment, and he had some other friends that were electrical engineers that were also parents. So they came up with this fantastic idea to make a fantastic children's watch that kind of dealt with the problem of not letting your young child go to school with a mobile phone, but you also want to keep them safe and keep track of them at the same time whilst giving them some independence. So this is where they have definitely got it done. Obviously, they spent a few years of doing research and development, go-to-market verification, and market surveying. So they did all that for the first few years, and then in 2015 they launched their first ever imoo watch, okay, so, which was 10 years ago now. And I believe, I wait for someone to correct me on this, 10 years later, now 3 million households are using their products worldwide, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we have got these fantastic watches today, and also as part of our early bird Black Friday discount, we've got the Z1 here with 23% off there, which we're going to talk about in a moment. We've got the Z7, which is this one here, with the fabulous 20% off there, and 15% off the Z3 watches there too. So we're going to have a quick look. Let me just tidy my stand up because my watches have gone everywhere today. Let's have a quick look. So there we got that one there. So we get the watch there, and we get that one there, and let's get another watch on there too. So let's get some cool watches. So there we go. We've got the full range on show here. They come in generally two colours. Most come in pink, and they also come in the fabulous blue there as well. That looks really funky on screen. I have no idea why. So I'm going to just pick them. I know that bit better. There we go. Right. So, friends, we have got these fantastic watches. They are looking really good today, and we've all got these really good watches. So, we're going to talk about Z1. Z1 here is, again, our watch here today has got 23% off. I'm going to switch cameras in it so we can see it a bit more close up, which is super cool. Right. Let's switch cameras. Boom. Okay, so on the camera here, we've got this is our Z1 watch. So this one's got a SIM card in it, but I've got another one. Where's it gone? The pink one. Let's get the pink one on the camera. This one's got a SIM card in it, so we can basically see the two watches there. What is cool about this is not just another watch running Android, no. It is a watch that has got some great stuff on it. So it is its own system as well that can be downloaded onto an iPhone. As you can see here, this is an iPhone. See, yep, iPhone. And also can be downloaded onto a Google device as well. So they're available on both the app stores, which is really cool. This app here allows you to control multiple watches, so you're not just limited to one, and everything about the watch. So we're going to look at the pink one purely because the green one doesn't have a SIM card installed, but you can see it is fully available there as well. So you can basically grab either colour should you want to. Quick reminder again to plug it, 23% off as well. So there we go. So we got to let's have a look at the pink one in a bit more detail. Going to quickly call it so you can have a quick idea of this one. I believe this one is this one, right? I don't know. No, that's not the watch I thought it was. Okay, so we'll call one of the other watches in a minute because I've not got one linked up the video call. But you can see on this one here, we've got this one here is I'll call Nina. That's why. Right, so this one here is Emily. We give Emily. Let's have a quick look at Emily, and we can send Emily a quick message. One second. Let's go to chats. There we are. Where's Emily? Hi Emily, what are you doing? I'm currently sending you a voice message to show how amazing your pink watch from imoo is. And remember friends, it has got 23% off today and also comes in another colour of green. There we go. And as you see on the watch come up here, we can play the message. Yeah, really easy to reply because, to be honest with you, texting from watch, even as an adult, is not the easiest of things. Hi, I'm using my lovely pink watch from imoo, and you know where I am, and you can video call me should you want to. And I can send you a picture. There we go, straight in.
I'm using my lovely watch from imoo, and you can video call me should you want to, and I can send you a picture.
Right, so let's try that. Let's send a picture. Okay, let's got the picture. Let's see the picture, and let's see how it looks when it comes out on the watch. It's sending. There we are. It's sending. Give it a second. Maybe while we're doing that, we can send another, we can get another picture on here. So let's send a picture. Let's send a picture back at the same time. Okay, that's the picture I'm about to send back. So we're going to send pictures both ways, and you're going to see how well this works. Sending. There we go. Look at that. That was probably quicker to send it back. But the point is, it is so easy to do. So yeah, that's the point. It is such an easy system. And if you want to send maybe a quick emoji, you can do that too. Look at that. But look, it is so simple, and that's why we like it. And we can send another one back. Like maybe you're not too happy about that. Maybe you thought the photo was terrible. So the point is, it is super easy to use. And through the app here, we've got full control over everything. So we can check the location. We know exactly where they are and all those sorts of things as well. Just a quick reminder, friends, it is available in another colour should you need to get it. Quick reminder again, 23% off today as part of our Christmas magical Black Friday early bird sale. So make sure you grab one, okay, while you can. So that is why we like it. So friends, check it out. This is the Z1. Again, it's got all the fabulous features here. It is splash resistant. It is not as water resistant as the fabulous Z7, which is undergoing our intense underwater test, okay? But check it out there. This is the beautiful imoo one here. Z1 watch there, Z1 in the two colours there. Again, you can pop a SIM card in the back. You can choose which provider you want to use. You are not limited to any particular provider. So this is definitely one for you. Okay, so friends, check it out there. This is the fantastic Z1 watch there. We can definitely get it in for you. Okay, so friends, let's have a quick check and see what else we can do on here as well. We've got the beautiful watches. We've got all these fantastic settings in here as well. So you can set class mode, which basically means you can decide who can contact your child during class hours and limit who can disturb them and who they can contact. App management, you can control everything in here. Okay, absolutely everything. So you know what they're up to and what they can do. Chat management, who is able to talk to your child. We've also got the reject unknown calls, and most importantly shows a log here at the bottom of who's been attempting to call them. Schedule on and off, which basically means if they go to bed at a certain time, you can get it basically set up basically by 10 o'clock. Hopefully most children are in bed by 10, 12, and then you can set a time for it to come back on, just to basically save the battery power and all that kind of stuff. Lost mode and all that kind of thing as well, and general watch settings. So you've got lots of great things to do, and you can control all the apps that go on here as well. So depending on what they've done and when they're doing it, you are in full control. Got GPS positioning on here as well. The GPS positioning is pretty cool. Uses multiple satellite systems there to be able to track down the position of your child. So you are again in full control how and when and where they've been. We've got location tracking as well, so you can check where they've been in the past. Friends, this is our Z1 watch here. Check it out there. As you can see, that's updated there as well. Again, with the location. This today has 23% off there, and again, is available in two colours. So don't miss a chance there to grab your fantastic Z1 watch there. Great straps there, made of a TPU material then. It is kiddie friendly. Holes in there to basically help their arms breathe so they don't get too hot by wearing it and get sweaty. Let's be honest, even as adults, getting sweaty wrists is not fun from watches, is it? Let's be honest. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. So friends, do not miss the chance there. Grab one of these whilst you can, okay? Because they are a really amazing discount as far as our Christmas Magical Live on our early Black Friday deal. Right, we're going to move on to another watch in a second. Like I said, this is Z1. We're going to look at the fantastic Z3 in a second. But one thing I do want to show you is this watch has got some fantastic durability tests. So this is my hammer. I'll put it down here so you can see it better. It is a real hammer. And like I say, every time I do this, I'm sure someone in imoo cries a little bit. But the point is, just shows that these watches have been durability tested, okay? So here we go. Now look at that. Right. Let's bring it in for a close-up. Look at that. Not even a mark. See? Not even, let me just pick it back onto another screen so you can actually see the colour in the screen still. Just so you can show I'm not hiding any cracks anywhere. 1 second. I'm going to go back to the main screen. 1 sec. The dial pad will do. There we go. So you look, not even a mark on that. Look at that. What's the point? Basically, let's be honest. Children fall over. Things happen. They get, things get splashed. The point about this watch is that you're going to buy this watch, right? And the main point is I'm trying to get at is unlike a cheap €10, €10 watch, £10 watch, this is going to survive the durability test. You're not going to buy this for Christmas, and you're not going to be replacing it by New Year because they have thought about all this. This goes back to why imoo is so good and why they're being used in 3 million homes, because they've been doing this for 10 years. They spent a few years market researching, 3 years in fact, surveying, R&D and all that kind of stuff to make sure that their devices would last. That is the key point. And talking devices lasting, this is our fabulous Z7 watch, submerged in water now for almost an hour and a half. And if you want to watch this on playback, jump forward 25 minutes, and I guarantee you it'll be working there and still going strong. That is the key point. So friends, do not miss the chance on that one, and make sure you do not miss this at all. Quick reminder, friends, we're going to move on to our next watch in a minute, but the Z1 here we've just been talking about, and I just hit with the hammer. 23% off today. Get it in your basket. Get it bought. Enjoy the discount as part of our early Black Friday deal. Woo! We like early Black Fridays. And also, we've got the Z7 here, which is submerged in water. That has got 15% off there. Grab it whilst you can. Remember, all our watches come in multiple colours. You're not just stuck with the pink, even though we're very pink strong today. Not going to lie. And also, we're going to have a look at next our Z3 watch, which has got the 15% off there. So, okay, we'll have a look at it in a second. Right, so let's flip over and let's get our next watch under the camera and we're going to have a look at it. I've only got one colour of those ones today, so I've only got the one sample, so I do apologise. I need to swap phones because it's on a different phone. And we're going to have a quick look at the Z3. 1 second. Right, let's switch cameras. Okay, so we're going to quickly call the watch so I can find it quicker. That's the honest answer. Right, where are you? Oh, it's on the stand. Right. Oh, how silly me. There we go. Right. There we go. So we're going to answer the call. Hello. There we go. As you can see, we're live on the watch. And the key thing is what I'm going to show you is the bottom here. You can see. Let me put the camera back on a bit better. Right. The camera, and you can see the location. You can see exactly where we are when we're on the call. So you do not even need to ask the child, where are you? It's shown on the screen. Okay, which is perfect. And, like everything, you can swap the camera on your phone so you can show the back of where you are. Let me swap around so you can see a minute. Like, so you can be like, whoa, I'm in a studio. And I've got the watch underwater. And there's your watch that I'm talking to you on. So you got all this fantastic stuff. I'm going to literally swap it. Let me swap back around. Swap the camera. So we can see that we're live on the watch. So you can see the kind of lovely resolution that is available on this fantastic watch. This is the Z7 model. Not only that, it's got another little secret thing which is really cool on this one. This is the Z3 watch, of course. Again, SIM card on the back there so you can control what network provider you're using to call on this. Again, really good. I'm going to hang up the call a second, but like I said, on the phone, key points, you can see exactly where we're making the call from. Yeah. Excuse the chin view. We'll come back to that in a minute. But let us end the call. There we are. And we're not just limited to calling. As I said, as it is its own dedicated app to fully control this, we can check the location, which we just did there 1 minute ago, so you know exactly where we are. And we go back on here, we get all the usual settings that you would expect. So we just go to the chat. Let's go to send a message first. We'll send a text message. You can see it ping up. Right, I spelled hello wrong, but you get my point. Oh, hang on. Seconds, they are. Boom. So we reply on that as well. Let's be honest, texting from watch is a nightmare even as an adult. So we can go, I'm on my live show. I'm showing my fabulous pink Z3 watch. And today, would you believe it? It has a whole 15% off. Yes, 15% off. Giving it a mega discount. As part of our Christmas magical... Oh, I've gone too long. You're going to go 15 seconds. As part of our Christmas magical early bird live show, don't miss the chance to buy one and be cool like me. There, let's play the message you can see.
And today, would you believe it, it has a whole 15% off. Yes, 15% off. Giving a big part of our Christmas magical early bird live show. Don't miss the chance to buy one and be cool like me.
Wow, that sounds super fantastic. I want to own a pink watch like you, or maybe even a green one. Ding dong, the discount is on. Wait for it. Boom, there we go. Let's listen to what we said.
Sounds super fantastic. I want a pink watch like you, or maybe even a green one. Ding dong, the discount is on.
We can then go to sender. Cool. So you got stickers too, and then we can exchange a sticker back. Let's do that one as well. There we are. It is so easy to use. You can see that as well. Like I said, you are in full control. Bring it for a close up because that sticker's kind of cute. Oh yeah, I'll get my hand in the right place. There we go. Look at that. There we are. Look at that. Cute, right? There's a SIM card in the back there as well, so you are in full control over which provider you use. Super easy to charge as well. Let me get the charger. There we go. Has a USB on one end, and then boom, we're charging. Look at that. Nice and easy, right? Super easy to control. Does come in two colors. A quick reminder, friend, like I said, this is the Z3 model today. It has 15% off there. As part of our Christmas magical live show right here from imoo. Okay, and obviously Black Friday's coming, so this is our wicked early bird discount. Right, so friends, that one here is a wicked Z3 watch there, and you can see it's got all those fabulous little things you'd expect from one of our products, and again, it is hammer proof. Right, time to hit that watch. Let's do it. Right, so as you can see, let's give it a hammer, and it survived. Look at that. I send an upset emoji for fun. There we go. But as you can see, there is not a problem with that watch. Not even a mark on the screen. Let me bring it even closer. Look at that. I'll get my hand in the right place. Look at that. It has survived it. Like I said, the reason we do these tests is imoo do 160 different durability tests on their watches. And this is just one of them to prove the fact that you're buying a quality product that's going to last. This is not going to fall apart after week one, because it has been done with parents and children in mind. Like I said, the founders are parents, and the original team of engineers are parents as well. So they basically thought, well, children fall over and all that kind of thing, and they splash around. So this watch needs to basically survive these sorts of things. So they basically designed a watch that can be hammered, falling over, gets wet. They've even put this in the freezer. Okay, I'm not saying that children go in freezers, but they have gone through all the motions of thinking of different ideas of things that could go wrong. Right, so friends, a quick reminder, this is our fabulous Z3 watch here today. Has the 15% off there. Does come in another colour as well, but I've not got the other colour to hand today. But again, fantastic straps, a nice soft TPU material and all that, and got the amazing camera on the front there. Friends, like I said, really good stuff, but we're now going to swap over and we'll go have a look at another watch. Okay, that was our amazing Z3 watch there, friends. So, okay, we're going to go back through another one in a minute. I'm just going to play a quick video, and then we're going to have a quick look at the Z7. Z7 still going strong, underwater now for over an hour and a half, and it's going to sit under there for the next 25 minutes as well. So, like I said, if you're watching this on playback, feel free to skip the end, and you'll see this watch in there. And if you're just joining us, skip back to the beginning. It's been in there the whole time, and that is how good an imoo durability test is. Like I said, you just saw me hit the other one with a hammer, and I'm going to hit this one with a hammer as well, because I hammer stuff, okay? I've got issues. There we go. Friends, check this video out. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hey friends, welcome back. Okay, so we're imoo and we're still going live here. We've got this fabulous Z7 model, which today has got a wicked discount here as part of our early bird Black Friday sale, because Christmas is coming. Okay, so make sure you grab the chance to grab the 20% off of it. We're going to go through some of the cool features. And obviously, we've got the IPX water resistance rating, which is pretty cool because this has now been underwater for about an hour and 40 minutes. Let me do the math. Yeah, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. So it's going to stick under there for about another 20 minutes until we end the live show. So feel free to go back to the beginning or skip to the end, especially if you're just joining us now or watching this on playback. Okay, right, Z7, let's talk about it. Z7 today has got the amazing discount on here. And who are imoo? Let's pause up. imoo have been around now since 2015 making watches. They originally started in 2012 when Mr. Kimmy, the founder, was on a business trip and he was looking for an ideal watch for his son. Couldn't find it. So he basically came up with a eureka moment of trying to think of a way that make a watch that would be ideal for children and parents. So him and his other electrical engineer friends all got together and did 3 years of market research, R&D, and go-to-market verification as well there. So hello there, I1. Unfortunately, I can't understand what you're saying, but welcome to the live. So here we are. We've got this fantastic discount here, friend, on these range of watches today. So we're going to talk about Z7 in a second because it's been underwater now for quite a long time. We've also got the 23% off the Z1 model, which is sat here, and the green and pink. We've also got the 15% off the Z3 model, which is just here in pink, but we also do have other colors. And we also have the fantastic Z7 today, which has got the 20% off there as well, which we're going to talk about in depth in a minute. This is, like I said, the watch that's been sat underwater now for an hour and 40 minutes, okay? And it will be for the next 20 minutes there as well there. So let's have a quick check on the other camera, and we're going to have a look at the bottom on here too. So, right, what we got here, we've got the fantastic Z7. Yep, okay. Get under what? Okay, let's go open it up, and let's have a look at our watch. This way, the phone's gone flat. I think, yeah, okay, okay. One second thought there, friends. We're going to switch back to the other camera and I'll talk to you for a minute because I need to charge the phone. See, there we go. Whoopsie, should have charged the phone. First stage off, never mind. Okay, but the Z7 is really good when the phone's charged. So let's have a quick look at this. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what, we'll hit some stuff with a hammer, okay? And you can just see that it is good. Okay, so we'll have this back on and I'm just going to prove the durability test and I'll talk to you about it first. So basically, we've got the Z7 watch here. It comes in the pink and also comes in the blue. So we've got the blue watch under the camera here a minute. I'm just going to show you my phone's powering back up. There we go. So it's just come back on. Hang on a minute. Do I get a little charger cable? Yes, we can make this work. Right, okay. And it's probably complaining we're not using a genuine Apple charger, but anyway, never mind. Such is life. Right, no, we don't want to do that. Right, okay, we've got the imoo app here. This app is available both on the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store. So we're going to open them up. Let it fire up. So we've got the watches ready to go, and we have got some really cool stuff to show. So we've got this one's blue, we've got the pink one submerged in the water here as well. So we've got the two options on this one today. Let's talk about the watch itself. The watch itself has a 1.3-inch screen there, has two cameras on it. We've got the 2 megapixels on the front, and this is where it gets cool. The flip, we've got 5 megapixels on the back there as well. The flip has had 100,000 flips on it as a durability test. So do not worry, you're thinking as a parent, oh my goodness, my child's going to be flicking that until it breaks. No, they've tested it. Like I said, there's a team of engineers that are parents, they've thought about this as well. So 100,000 flips, it's going to be okay. So that's a heck of a lot of flipping. I'm sure I need at some point to break that down into actual reality of how often a flip that is. We'll do that later. Okay, actually, do you know what? Wait for the phone to charge. So let's do that together. Okay, so let's talk about this. So let's say 100,000 flips. Yeah, and let's say there are 24 hours in a day. Okay, so let's just do the math on this while waiting for it to charge. So 24 hours in a day. Okay, I shall do it on the other camera so you can see on my phone. It's very easy. Right, let's do the math. So there's 24 hours in a day. Yeah, and let's divide that by 100,000. I'm sure this is going to be too small a number. Yeah, that's way too small a number. Okay, let's do 365 days in a year. Yeah. Times by 24, so that is 8,000 hours, yeah? So let's divide that by 100,000. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot of flips still. So there you go. So let's be honest with you, right? So your good point is your kid would have to be up many hours a day flipping for that to, have any issues. So they really have thought about it. Right, I'm going to show you something more interesting. Let's do the hammer test. I know you like it when I hit this up. This is my true hammer. It's a real hammer, not a fake hammer. So, look at that. Like I said, I'm sure someone imoo cries every time I do that. But anyway, let's get it under the camera. Let's have a look. There we go. Look at that. Not even a mark. Going strong. The screen is fine. There's no bleeds in the screen. That's what I said. When you buy this watch, it's not something you're going to be buying for Christmas and then thinking by New Year, I need a new one. There's not some just random, Android watch with some skin on it. They have really thought this through. It's got its own ecosystem too. So you can see it definitely. I think water resistant. I'm going to be very honest with you. I think it's a bit of an understatement when this watch has been in here now for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so hour and 45 minutes. We've got about 15 minutes left of the live. So if you're just watching this on playback, jump forward about 12, 13 minutes, or go back to the very beginning and you see it being in there the whole time. And I'm going to prove it works because now I've got a bit of charge in my phone. I'm going to call it. So let's call Nina's watch and watch it light up. Here we go. Look at that. And we're going to get zoomed in. Okay, right, here we go. So here comes the zoom. Look at this. Look at that. It's still going strong. Okay? I just want to prove there's no trickery, okay? 1 second. I'm worried I'm not going to lose the watch in the water because I've done that before. There we go. Look at that. It's definitely in there, okay? Look at that. Going back in. I'll do this gently because, again, I don't want to lose the watch in the water because I have done that before. There we go. Look at that. It is staying in there most certainly for the next 15 minutes. So, yeah, there we are. It is just proving. Actually, I'll tell you what I should have done. Actually, do you know what we should do? Let's hold the call with the watch. One second. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Right. Let's answer the call. I just answered it and hung it up. That was really fat finger moment. 1 second. Let's do that again. 1/3 time lucky. Let's get this going, right? Okay. There we go. It's in the water. Yeah, let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look. I think I've done something silly. Look, there we go. We've got the view back. There we go. Right. See, it's not a very flashing view of my colleague, but you can have a check. You see, we've got belly view here. There we are. Look at that. So there we go. You can see, even though the watch is underwater, we have got a good belly view there. There we are. So there we are. I think he's practicing for his Bollywood career. There we are. There we are. So it is, there we can see, working strong even underwater. Like I said, this watch now has been underwater for about an hour and 45 minutes. All right. So it is really good. Plus, what's also cool is we can see exactly where this call is. Okay, it's conducting underwater. Well, not that it's underwater, but the location, the GPS is still working. Hey, Ahmad, welcome to the live. Hope you're doing good. So this is going live at the moment underwater. Quick flip back, you can just see it's still definitely there. But there we are. Let's go to zoom in. Let's zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, there we go. Okay, but you can see there it's definitely going live. Let me just put my face on it, then you can actually get an idea that it's definitely me. Can we do that? Is that going to update? Maybe. There we go. Okay, so yeah, anyway, the point is the call is conducting live underwater, and that's what we like about it. It is a super cool system, and we've got the tracking on the phone here as well, so we can see what's going on. We can put it into a small window, and we can do all sorts of other bits as well. So let me try this. I've not tried this yet. I'm going to see if we can send a message to the watch whilst it's underwater and see if it comes up on the screen. Hello, let's have a look. Let's see. Hello. I can't spell hello. Yeah, you can tell I didn't pass English. There we go. Right. Let's swap over to the camera on the watch, and maybe it'll pop up if we're lucky. No, I don't think it does well in video call. Anyway, I didn't want to end the call, that's why. But you can basically send messages to watch and all that kind of stuff. So we've got the tracking on the location. You can see there it's definitely underwater and definitely here, and all sorts of stuff there. So hello, Ahmad. How are things? Are we looking for a new watch today, or are You're like, yeah, I've got one and I like it. So, just check where we're at. Either way, friend, I'm just going to introduce it because if you've already got one, you don't want to miss out on these opportunities. We've got some really cool discounts. 23% off the Z1. We've got the Z3 with the 15% off, and we're showing the fabulous Z7 with the wicked 20% off today. So don't miss the chance there. This is the blue one, and at the moment we've got a live call going on with the one underwater here, which is the Z7 here. So don't miss the chances on this. And like I said, with these watches, they are super cool because they've got the flip on there as well. These flips have been tested 100,000 times. So we've got 2 megapixel camera on the front there, and we've also got the 5 megapixel camera on the back there as well there. So it is really, really good. So yeah, check it out. That's why we like them. I've just taken a picture of my thumb. That was not probably the smartest thing I've done today. Yeah. So on the app there, well, we'll end the call in a minute because I think the call is we don't really need it in a minute. Let's have a look. It did say the connection was poor, but let's be honest, it is underwater. So, okay. So we got on here. We got the chat function as well. I'm going to send a message to the chat. Let's have a look and so you can see it now. Why can't I spell today? Seriously, maybe I'm doing it at an angle. Hello. There we are. There we are. Let's send a message to the watch. You'll see it come through. There we are. It's quite small. I don't know if you can see it, but it is definitely there. Oh, I think we missed it. Let's do another one. Let's do an hey. I'll send hey. There we go. Boom, there we go. Look, it is there. Look at that. So you can see, you can even receive messages underwater. I mean, we can send a voice message, but we can't play it easily without getting it out. So it is in there. Actually, this shows something. This shows something that's true. I'm going to send a voice message. Let's play the voice message. Just to prove that that has not affected the speaker. Hello, I'm using my watch that's been underwater for over an hour and 45 minutes. Wait for it. Here we go. Let's open it. And let's play it. I haven't turned the volume up, isn't it? Yep. I haven't turned the volume up on the watch. Right. It's going to be quite tricky to do whilst I'm doing that. But the point is the watch is still working. So check it out there. That is the key point. So, friends, we're going to now flip back over to the other camera a minute and have a quick look at the one on the desk. So this, like I said, we could do all these amazing things, like send messages to the watch. Again, the settings app has got so much control on it. We can decide, where's it gone? Let's get the right watch. This is Nina's watch. We can basically control the contacts that are in the watch. So you can see Mum, Papa, Chico. I'm not sure who that is.
His friend.
His friend. Okay, he's got friends. Okay, he's got friends. Maybe. Okay, he's got one friend. So okay. We've also got things like class mode and stuff like that. So we can basically be in control of who can contact your kid whilst they're during class. So and who they're allowed to be in touch with. We've also got low power mode there to basically conserve the power. We've also got apps that are disabled. You can control which apps they're allowed to use and when, which is also quite important. So if they've been misbehaving, if you really want to, you can turn off the funny camera. We can turn the funny camera, or we can only set they can use the funny camera between certain hours of the day. So you making sure they are committed to their schoolwork. You got to think about this. Is a great alternative to making sure you're not giving your kid a mobile phone or a cell phone at too young an age. So this was a great way to make sure that that it's going to be safe. Plus, as it's on a watch strap, it's on their wrist, so it's not as easy to lose. Whereas with a phone, they can leave it in a bag, fall out the bag. They could leave it somewhere, and all sorts of stuff. This is where this is a really kind of cool idea. We've also got all sorts of, like I said, full control over all the apps on here as well. We've also got fitness settings as well. So obviously, sadly, this one's been in a water tube all day. Put it back over. There we go. Oh, there we go. Been in a water tube all day, so it's quite difficult to get some steps in. Okay, so also on the phone here, we've got things like the health monitoring as well. We've got the heart rate, the kid's body temperature, which is normal. So if the kid is prone to fevers, let's be honest, fevers are very easy to get. Kids' temperatures change very quickly, very fast. So it is something that's so easy to happen. We've also got the kids' mood. Obviously, we've got big data these days, so we can check how the kids' mood is. We'll go back to yesterday because we haven't got much data for today. So look at that. Generally, very happy kid. There we are. Pleasure. There we are. So very happy. Again, as we've not got anything in here today, it is literally the blood oxygen level as well. With the historical tracking, so we can check where they've been, but unfortunately, we've not been live for a couple of days, so it's not going to show up on there. This is also quite important. Rejects the unknown callers. We've got the unknown caller history, and it shows here who has tried to call them. So not only can you reject it, you can also see who's been trying to talk to your kid. Schedule on and off, also very useful for saving battery. You can pick a time to turn off at like 9:30 at night where you know your kid will be in bed, and then get the fire back up in the morning, ready before they go to school. Yeah, really cool stuff. And also we've got the Find My Watch feature and all sorts of things where we can set the wallpaper on the watch, which is also quite important. Okay, so we've got all those sort of things on here as well. This is where it's really, really useful. Again, I can see the watch is definitely surviving our water durability test here. It has now been underwater for about an hour and 55 minutes, okay? And it will be for the next 7 minutes of our live show, so make sure you check it out there. If you want to wind back to the beginning or just stick with us the next few minutes, it's going to stay underwater the whole time. And just a quick reminder again, I'm going to call it, that it's still working absolutely perfect. That way for it to lie up. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it's absolutely fine. As you can see that it is calling from under the camera. Yeah, and you can see that it's absolutely fine under there as well. So it's going strong and has been for like the last hour and a half. And again, as part of our durability test, we have many tests that we do. One is including a hammer. Okay, so check it out there. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Kids splash around, they fall over, and they bump into stuff. It just proves that this watch is still absolutely fine. Just because I switch cameras, I want to show you it can survive it. So before anybody says, oh no, you swapped cameras. Well, no, it's still here. Bring it for a close-up as well. Let me just flip the arm open. It has survived absolutely fine. Not even a mark. Look at that. Yeah? This is what I'm saying. These are good watches. And they flip open and close like so. You've got the flip open. And these flips have been tested 100,000 times, okay? Which we worked out, even if you did it like over a year, that's multiple times per hour every day. So we've got the 2 megapixel camera on the front, then we've got the 5 megapixel camera on the back. A quick reminder, the SIM card slot on the back here, you can choose which provider you use, okay? And again, I've got to tell you, because time is running out, we've got 6 minutes left now, friends, that basically this has 20% off today as well on our Black Friday Christmas Magical Live. So make sure you grab your deal there as well. So 20% off on this model. Our other models as well, the Z1 has 23% off and the Z3 has 15% off as well there. So we've got these great discounts as well. Now I think that's the main camera because we've only got about 5 minutes left. So I want to quickly run through the various models we've got and the discounts available. So the Z7 is going strong. I kid you not, for the last 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you that watch is going strong for just under 2 hours in the water tube. And we'll come back to it and we'll hold a little call in a minute. We've got the Z1 here today. Z1 model is going strong as well. I'm going to put it under the quick camera as well so you can see it. Z1, again, this one here has got a wicked discount on it today. This one's got the 23% off on it, so do not miss the chance. Comes in the 2 colours. We've got the green here as well, and also comes in the pink. Whoops, slip it off the stand there. I'll fix that in a minute. And we also got the pink one too. A quick close up on the pink there as well. So this is the pink. It's got the camera on the front there as well. Again, great watch there. Really easy to charge up as well there. It's really, really good. So this is, again, great watches that you can get and love and enjoy. So we've got these on here today. These are the Z1s. They have got the 23% off. I'm not sure why we picked 23%, but maybe it's a lucky number. Who knows? But either way, check it out there. Grab it whilst you can as part of the live show. We've also got the Z3 here today, and that one's got another discount. This is the Z3 watch. We've got 2 colours, but I've only got the 1 sample today. Bring it under the camera again. This is the Z3 one. It's a lovely little watch there again. It's got the great operating system. It's not Android. It is its own system there, which is fully controlled by the imoo app there. The imoo app available on the Apple iTunes store as well. Sorry, Apple App Store, and also available on Google Play. So again, great watch there. Reminder again, the SIM card in the back there is fully your decision too. So you can choose which SIM card you want there. Friends, time is running out on our live, so do not miss the chance to grab one of these. It has got now 15% on the Z3 model there. This is the Z3. Again, all our watches survived the hammer test, so you can definitely grab one and love and enjoy it. These straps are, again, kiddie friendly. They're made from TPU, and they've all got, you know, all the relevant certifications on there as well. The watch has got some privacy certifications. It is GDPR compliant, has the ePrivacy seal and the ePrivacy certification. So again, another great reason to do it. Remember, imoo, they've been developing watches now for 10 years. They've actually, production started 10 years ago. The actual development process started 13 years ago, where Mr. Kimmy was on a business trip and he decided that he needed a watch for his son and couldn't find one. So as an electrical engineer, him and his friends, all parents, came together to build the brand of imoo. And so 3 years later, after R&D, market research, and proof of concept, they launched the watch. And now 10 years later, they have 3 million active subscribers worldwide every month. So you are buying a watch there that's been through 160 durability tests and all these crazy things that you're seeing on the live here, like the water on this one too. And as we're running out of time, friends, because we've only got 2 minutes left now, Z7, going to prove to you, is still going strong, just under 2 hours here, and we're going to call it. We're going to call it live. Let's do it. Let's call it, and you can see it going nice and strong here. So let's get the Z7. This is a Z7 on here as well. This is the watch that flips, again, remember, friends. And we can just see you. We're going to call Nina's watch, and Nina's watch is going to light up. Here we go, lighting up. Just under 2 hours live. We are, about a minute and a half under 2 hours. And this watch is going on here. It's got a water rating, okay? It's got a water rating of IPX8, I believe. I can never remember because my memory's terrible with this sort of stuff. But the point is, it's actually working, is the key point. Under an hour and 2 hours underwater, and it is going strong. You've seen me smash these hammers over the watches as well, and these have got really good materials in it. The watch itself on this one here, again, has the 2 megapixel on the front there and the 5 megapixel on the back there as well. It's got the full location suite in there as well. You can check where the kid has been for the last 2 weeks as well there. So it is a really good little bit of watch there, and definitely one worth grabbing. Quick remembering, friends, Z1 here, this is the Z1, and along with the pink one, 23% off in today's live show, so grab it there as well. Z3, again, available in our live show. No, that's what slid off. Z3, again, available in our live show with 15% off. And then we've got the Z7 going strong, 2 hours underwater with no problem at all. Again, with the 28% off there. Grab it whilst you can there, friends, because it is a really good discount in today's live show. So this is imoo. We have got this amazing Black Friday early bird sale because Christmas is coming, friends. And you want to grab yourself a fabulous watch here as you are getting closer to Christmas, because Christmas is coming. You can see this watch is doing really well. We've got the live call going on in progress. And the quick reminder, everything survives our hammer test. So check it out there, friends. There we are. That's it. Not a problem at all. It survives the hammer test. There we are. So friends, this has been live now for 2 hours, going well underwater. Friends, we are imoo. Enjoy your day. Do not forget to grab one of these with a wicked discount, with 23% off our Z1, our 20% off our Z7, which is cooling at the moment underwater, and the Z3, which is sat here. We'll also get you 15% off. We'll catch you next time.